A warm sunrise touched the quiet garden where Jojo the orange cat stretched lazily beside her best friend, Pultu the loyal dog. Their morning routine was simple: share breakfast, chase butterflies, and watch the neighborhood children play. But that day felt different. Near the fence lay a small broken toy truck, dusty and forgotten. Its wheel dangled by a thread, its color faded by rain. Jojo padded closer, sniffing curiously. "Poor little thing," she meowed softly. Pultu tilted his head. "Let's fix it." His tail wagged like he'd just discovered treasure. Together they dragged the toy home. Pultu found his old paintbrush. Jojo grabbed her shiny marble collection for decoration. They cleaned the truck, glued its wheel, and painted it bright blue again. Just as they finished, a faint cry came from the alley, a tiny kitten trembling in the cold. Jojo approached gently. The kitten whispered, "That used to be my toy. I lost it when my family moved." Jojo looked at Pultu, then nudged the truck toward her. "It's yours again." Tears of happiness filled the kitten's eyes. She hugged the toy as if holding her old memories. That night, Jojo curled beside Pultu under the moonlight. "We didn't just fix a toy," she purred. "We fixed a little heart." Pultu smiled. "That's what caring does." If this story touched your heart, like, share, and subscribe to Four Paw Friends. The morning started with thunder. Clouds gathered like dark thoughts in the sky, and soon heavy rain soaked the streets. Jojo watched from the window, her orange fur glowing in the dim light. Beside her, Pultu sighed. "Looks like playtime's canceled," he said, his tail drooping. But then they heard it, a faint whimper from outside. Peering through the rain, Jojo spotted 3 tiny kittens huddled under a broken bench, shivering. Without a second thought, Pultu dashed out, his paws splashing in puddles. "Wait!" Jojo cried, grabbing an old umbrella with her teeth and following him. By the time she caught up, Pultu had already dragged his favorite blanket, the soft blue one he slept on every night. He pushed it over the kittens, wrapping them like treasures. Jojo crouched beside him, shielding them with the umbrella. "You'll catch a cold," she murmured. He smiled. "They need it more?" Hours passed before the rain stopped. The kittens purred in warmth, their tiny bellies rising and falling. Pultu's fur was soaked, but his eyes gleamed with peace. When they finally returned home, Jojo fetched a towel and dried him off gently. "Why do you always give away what's yours?" she asked. He wagged his tail. "Because love grows when we share it." That night, as the moonlight spilled across the floor, Jojo curled up beside him. She realized kindness wasn't about grand things. The sun had just begun to rise when Jojo noticed something unusual near the mango tree. A tiny baby bird trembling on the wet grass, its wing weak and one feather missing. Jojo gasped softly. "Oh no, it must have fallen from its nest." Pultu trotted over, sniffed gently, and said, "We have to help before the ants find it." Without wasting a moment, Jojo fetched a shoebox lined with cotton from her play corner. Together, they lifted the fragile bird inside. "It needs warmth," said Pultu, lying close so his body heat could protect it. Jojo dropped a few rice grains and soaked bread pieces near its beak. The little bird pecked weakly, trusting these 2 gentle souls. Hours turned into days. Every morning, Jojo hummed softly while Pultu guarded the box like a knight. Slowly, the bird grew stronger. One day, a soft chirp echoed from above. The mother bird had returned, circling anxiously. Pultu barked once, softly, signaling it was safe. Jojo opened the window wide, lifting the shoebox carefully. The baby hopped to the edge, hesitated, then spread its tiny wings. A golden feather fluttered down as it flew, landing right in Jojo's paw. She smiled. It left a piece of hope behind. Pultu looked up at the sky, tail wagging. That's what caring does. It teaches others to fly. That evening, the box sat empty, but their hearts felt full. They placed the golden feather on their shelf. The morning sun shimmered like melted gold on the grass. Jojo the orange cat was already packing a small picnic basket, soft fish treats, rice balls, apples, and a bottle of milk. Pultu wagged his tail, balancing cups and a blanket in his mouth. "Let's visit the hill near the pond," he barked. "We'll relax and share snacks." Jojo purred. "Sharing makes the taste sweeter." They trotted down the lane, their basket swinging between them. Along the way, they saw two hungry squirrels watching quietly from a tree branch. Without hesitation, Jojo stopped and broke an apple slice in half. "Here," she smiled, placing it near them. The squirrels squeaked with joy. A few steps later, a stray puppy limped across the path. Pultu placed a rice ball in front of him. The puppy's eyes glistened, tail wagging for the first time that day. By the time Jojo and Pultu reached the hill, the basket was nearly empty. Jojo sighed. "We shared almost everything." Pultu looked at the glowing sky. "That's okay," he said, lying down beside her. "Our hearts feel full." They rested on the blanket, watching the sunset paint the world pink. The birds sang their goodnight songs, and Jojo whispered, "Happiness isn't about having more, it's about giving more." Pultu nodded, closing his eyes. The hill became quiet, but their spirits glowed brighter than the stars. Every evening after dinner, Jojo and Pultu walked through the quiet alley behind their home. It was a lonely street where a few stray cats, dogs, and birds searched for scraps. One night, Jojo saw a mother cat licking her weak kitten, trying to feed it crumbs from an old paper plate. Her heart ached. "We can do better," she whispered. Pultu nodded, his tail lowering with empathy. The next evening, they carried leftover rice, bread, and bits of fish. Pultu gently placed them in small bowls while Jojo arranged them neatly under a dry roof. Soon, more animals came. First a shy rabbit, then two hungry puppies, and a crow that cawed from above as if saying thanks. Jojo smiled. "We'll call this the Street of Hope." Days turned into weeks, the once empty alley filled with wagging tails, meows, and cheerful chirps. Children from nearby houses began leaving milk and biscuits after seeing Jojo and Pultu's kindness. One evening, a little boy filmed them and posted it online. Within days, people started visiting, bringing food, blankets, and even small shelters. As Jojo watched the glowing lamps light up the alley, she whispered, "Kindness spreads faster than light." Pultu wagged his tail proudly. "And it started with just one bowl of love."